Sorry about that. It's gone live. It went live. It was messing about, so I refreshed it and it went live. Sorry, I need to do the intro. Wow.
But I say unto you, love your enemies. Bless them that curse you. Do good to them that hate you. And pray for them which despitefully use you and persecute you.
Which is the first commandment of all?
Hear, O Israel, the Lord our God is one Lord. Thou shalt love the Lord thy God with all thy heart, and with all thy soul, and with all thy might, and with all thy strength. This is the first and great commandment, and the second is like unto it. Thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself. On these two commandments hang all the law and the prophets.
Master, thou hast said the truth. There is one God, and none other but He. And to love Him with all the heart, and with all the understanding, and with all the soul, and with all the strength, and to love his neighbor as himself, is more than all the whole burnt offerings and sacrifices.
Thou art not far from the kingdom of God.
Yo, hearts in chat right now, flames in chat right now for all the reactors out there, and in particular Larry 1K who's here with us right now. So, bro, let's make something happen, man. What's the plan? You want to throw me some words?
That's up. I got 3 words. For you, man.
Yes.
3 words.
Yes. What you got, bro?
All right. So my first word. I want to put this word together, but it's Jesus Christ. It's Jesus Christ.
Jesus Christ. All right. Hell yeah. Yep.
First word. All right. The second word, we're gonna go with Lucifer.
Lucifer. All right. We got a theme going.
Lucifer.
All right. Yep.
Yes, sir. The last word we're gonna go with is rapture.
Rapture. Which, like, what does that mean exactly? Like, of course, I'm familiar with that word, but like, what is the rapture?
Like, I guess, like, you know, in biblical terms, like when Jesus, because I'm a Christian, when Jesus come back and like bring his people, so like I guess like grab or gather up.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah. For
sure. All right, dope. We got this, man. Jesus Christ, Lucifer, and the rapture, y'all. We about to do it. Here we go. You ready?
Let's go. I'm ready, man.
All right, let's go. Larry 1K is here. Yo, come on. Yeah, come on. Yeah, come on. Yeah, come on. Hey, when they hear him rhyme, they like, he's just nice. Rappers hear me spitting, they be yelling, Jesus Christ. H-Mac never stop, you'll be taking a loss. Rappers got me pissed off, man, they got me so cross. Hey, Mac coming through since my 2nd grade recital. I told you that my rhyme book is something like a Bible. H-Mac, I be taking rappers into churches, recording in the pews while I'm dropping rhyme verses. Yeah, this is biblical, all these rappers miserable. Every time I rhyme, I'm about to paint the visual, doing something different. Here's what I'm saying, rappers dropping to their knees right now and straight praying, like, please Lord above, help bring me love, cause this dude named Mac, well, when push comes to shove, I'm pretty sure he's about to go harder than the rest. Please Lord help me, he's putting me through a test. I don't know if there's a way that I can survive, cause compared to all these rappers, man, he got more drive, plus he got more practice and he got more bars, plus his lyrics like my life right now, cause they hard. Someone help me find a path through this. I don't know what I can do, help me Judas. Mac moving with the movement, y'all know I'ma crush it. I leave you flustered every single time I bust it. Now, listen, I be coming off top with the truest words. I spit the fire and my shit is flaming hot like Lucifer. Yeah, every time I'm rapping, I'ma make you panic. Yo, all my bars sound dark, satanic. Listen, I will excel from the place where I dwell. I'm with Big L right now, recording down in hell. No doubt, y'all know I'ma kick these rhymes. Shout to Big L, repping from the 139. Yeah, now I wouldn't say that myself unless Big L told us he would go there himself. So listen, I'm about to be there with him in the flames. Me and Big L straight spitting off the brain. Now, I do this forever, y'all know I'm hype. I be feeling like Lucifer, my dome got spikes. I got the tail as well, and I grip the red that trident. I'm stabbing through your heart each and every time I'm rhyming. Yeah, check the way I'm creating, there's no debating. I'm inflating from the heart while I'm spitting it. Hot as Satan, no contemplating or deliberation is necessary. They hear the voice for 1 second, they say yes, it's Harry. Very much so, breathing flames like a dragon. I'm a fucking demon, got you screaming while you lagging behind, cause there ain't another rapper who can flex like this. Ah, my bad, shit, that was The Exorcist. I'm flipping out. Harry Mack, y'all know I'm about to rip freeze. I got your head spinning out 360. Yeah, I'm here right now, they all aware. I'm twisted up and mangled while I'm crawling up the stairs. Yo, I'm spitting through the static, it's a habit. Boom, boom, there's some sounds in the attic. Yo, I come through with the fatness, I rap sick. I heard in a church in Tennessee they got a mattress. True story. Hey yo, y'all know I'ma burn it down. H-Mac, yo, I got it, I won't return the crown. I'm here for all my people, y'all know I'm a master. Coming off the top and causing a natural disaster. I was in the church just recording with the pastor. Yeah, I be rhyming so fast, bro, I move past ya. Yeah, and you know I'm the real deal, not an actor. They all up in the game, but they not even a factor. Treat it like Smash Bros, Mac flows smack ya. I'm about to gather my fans, it's the rapture. Harry Mack causing disaster like Katrina. Told you off the top I be flowing like Aquafina. I'm fancy like in a Beamer, but I don't have a car. All I do is ride a bike while I'm spitting these bars. Feel like J. Cole cycling through New York. I be smoking microphones just like some Newports. Now listen, I'ma let them all better witness. For me this music shit is religious. Yeah, and I'm slaying them all. Hey, rappers hit their knees, got them praying to God. Let's go, I told you I'ma let you better witness. Yo, for me this music shit is religious. Yeah, I'm the one you might see twice. I got rappers yelling, screaming out, Jesus Christ, let's go.
Let's go. Oh my God. Oh my God, bro. Yo. That's off the top. That's crazy, bro. That's crazy, bro. Yo.
Thank you, man.
Bro, how do you do it? How do you do it though? Like, how?
Yo, I've been doing it since I was 12, man. I'm 31.
Hey guys, yeah, sorry, when I started at the beginning, it just kept spinning for me. I pressed the live and it just kept spinning and spinning, and it wasn't saying live for me. So I had to refresh it, so it kicked me out of the studio. And when I came back in, it was already live. So I missed the cues and everything, you know what I mean? So yeah, sorry about that, but good to see you guys. Good to see you. The link's there if anybody wants to come in. Yeah, this is the one I kind of postponed to do the Antarctica one last night. So yeah, we'll get into this one. It's hey Boston, how you doing, man? Good to see all you guys. Sonny, Jono, Jimenez, good to see you. Baz and the Who's, Sonny Shine, and Paul Grigger. Good to see you guys. Good to see you. Start off with Jimenez. We still got one of his to do. Which one was it? It was the second one. The 7-minute one. Let's do this one until people's come in. A little bit of sound with it. Wakey. A little small RPG. There we go. I'll put the chat up once it's finished. The name is way too long. Just a little bit, Boston. Just a little bit. Yeah, like the shadow reflection. Love it. Groove Rider. Is that supernova? You just catch an exploding star, Jim. Nice one, Jim. Wow, that 7 minutes went by quick. Cool. Jim Innes's link. Nice one, mate. Not a problem, Jim. Always a pleasure, man. Always a pleasure. Sorry if I seem a little bit melancholy. I just some stuff between me and Vicky, and it's done my head in a lot. So, you know, if I'm a little off, then I hope you understand. Anyway. Let's get this video. 2 seconds, guys. Is Epstein alive? New Epstein escape plans found. Whether it's true or not, I don't know. Let's have a look. This is Dr. G explained. Sorry, I thought I was on mute then. It's not. It's just my camera's off. Okay. Right. So yeah, Dr. G explained he's forensic analyst and body language expert. So apparently these are escape plans. Whether they're true or not, I don't know. I think there's a lot of truth to these Epstein files, and I think some of it's made up, you know. Hey Baz, how you doing, man?
Hey, cheers, bro.
All right, man. Good to see you, dude.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Epstein dug his way out with a spoon, like those old prison movies.
Yeah. What, putting him down in his socks then, putting it down the toilet to dissolve and that?
Yeah, walking out a little bit in the yard at a time.
And releasing it from his pocket. It's a bit like
Yeah.
The Great Escape.
Yeah.
I like it. Or was that Escape from... Oh, they probably did it in all the escape movies. Escape from Sobibor, you know what I mean? The Great Escape or the Escape for Victory. Probably did it in all of them. Good to see you, bro.
Yeah, that's a bit. Yeah.
So, yeah. Let's see. So what do you reckon to these Epstein files? Do you think there's some truth to them and some bollocks?
I haven't even... I don't know much about them except for the general feel of what people say they're about, I guess, which is, bad things.
Absolutely.
But, I think we all know what those kind of people, what kind of circles they traffic in. So, do I think the files are real? Yeah. Do I think there's probably a lot of names in there that people don't want to find out about? Yeah.
Me too.
I think he got away with it too. So there's that.
Yeah, probably that as well. I'm not too sure about it a whole lot. I mean, I do think there's a lot of truth to it because he is, like Jimmy says, a slimy future. Probably slid through the bars. He's certainly not an innocent dude, that's for sure. Whether all the stories are true, I don't know. But I certainly think some of them are true. But yeah, not a good guy anyway, that's for sure. He's certainly been caught to be... He's certainly been sussed out to be a slimy toad. Just being diplomatic.
Yeah, just how much of that him getting caught was just a show, right?
Right. Is he actually alive? Probably. I don't know. Possibly. I couldn't 100% stamp it. But it wouldn't
just like when all the other big politicians or big celebrities take your pick. You catch a charge and all of a sudden it's not really a charge anymore, but it was on the news for a little while, but nothing ever happens.
That's right. That's true. Right. Let's do this.
I'm a clinical and forensic psychologist as well as a body language expert, and today we're going to be analyzing whether or not Jeffrey Epstein could still be alive. Before we get started with this, a couple of quick things. One, I wanted to make sure this is not a psychological evaluation of any kind. These are just my opinions. In addition to that, I do want to remind you to like and subscribe if you want to see more content just like this. All right, let's go. What we're going to be analyzing today are documents from the Epstein files that raise the question whether or not Jeffrey Epstein could still be alive. Yes, I am as shocked as you are that I'm analyzing this and that this is the...
I mean, I'm looking at this and I can't really make head or tails, to be honest of it. I don't know what it says. I can't read the writing. I've no idea. I've no idea what these plans are, to be honest. Because I can't read the writing, to be honest. SA, QSA. I don't know what that means, but as we usually know what SA means, but I doubt that's for an escape plan. No idea. Red notice. I can see what that says. Red notice. Something you see. No idea. I'll let this guy. He might be able to read it. I have no idea what this stuff says.
Subject of this video, but I'm going to give you some very compelling reasons why I felt this was necessary. Ever since I started analyzing the Epstein files, I've had people come.
Yeah, true. Yeah, Jim, or smooth talked or bribed his way out, probably had a plan in place for when he got caught. Who the heck knows? Exactly. That's what I'm saying. These people are untouchable until they're expendable as well, though, because they are at the end of the day. I say some of them get away with it. Some of them are expendable, you know, as some of them have been eliminated, as we know, in times past.
Commenting that he, in fact, is not dead, that he didn't die on August 10th. It's not something that I ever took very seriously until I started looking at some notes that were found in his prison cell. The picture you're looking at right now is actually part of a detailed escape plan. I'm going to walk you through step by step what all of this means. I've gone through and translated all of this, and by the time we're done, you'll understand why I find this so compelling. All right, let's just jump right in. For the sake of context, we're going to look at a few pictures before we actually get to the escape plans, but I think this will help you understand why they're so compelling and where they were found.
So that's a camera there, right in the middle. So there's definitely a camera. If this is the end of his wing or whatever, down his wing, whatever you call it in America. I don't know if you call it wings, units, whatever. But there's certainly a camera there. If that's a camera, I would say that's a camera.
I don't know about this one, PJ.
I don't know what this one is, though. But I don't know if this is his cell or if this is meant to be a different. I don't know. I don't know what he's saying.
Yeah, no, I just don't know about the plans. It looks
I don't know about the plans myself. I don't know because I can't even bloom and read them. I can't.
It just seems it seems a little Saturday morning cartoons to me. Like, if I was in prison, would I literally sit down and draw this out on a
Draw
legal
the plans,
pad?
exactly.
Yeah.
You wouldn't, would you? You'd probably have a tattoo of it all over your back and your butt. I'm joking. You know what I mean? But yeah, I think the plans are a little bit sus. I do.
Now, if you look at this right here, this is L tier. He was housed in what's called the SHU, the special housing unit. L tier was the unit where he was housed. He was on the right side of this unit. He was the first door on the right. Now, as we open that door, as we go in, you can see it's disgusting, just covered in blankets, covered in sheets.
I mean, that's certainly a cell. I don't know whether it's his or not, but it's certainly what cells look like. It's certainly a cell. But we don't know whose this is. There's no proof this is Epstein's cell. I don't know. I didn't see what he lived when he was in prison. So there's nothing personal there that looks like it would be, So we don't know where these photos have come from.
And as we go down, there's part of this was not the noose that was actually found on him. So we still don't know where that is, actually.
No, that'll be a swinging line to get and retrieving stuff through the window and stuff like that. That's a line that you get things on.
Although that's part of it. This is part of what was found where he was the next morning. Now, the most interesting part of this cell, at least for what we're talking about today, are some notes that were found. Here's one note.
Yeah, I don't know about
that's the second note, and that's the one I showed you at the beginning. And here is a third note. And this, I think, is actually the other half of the piece of paper up here. Now, these pictures had actually been released before. I knew that there was a note, but I was never able.
It certainly looks like the same scrolly writing as the note, but, if he did write this and draw this, it was part of the plan to do so, I think. You know what I mean? If he did. Because I can't see anybody who would be making escape plans then allegedly croak themselves and just leave it there. I just don't think you would if you did draw something down, you'd make sure it wasn't lying about. It would be gone. You'd eat it. You'd flush it. You just wouldn't. You'd memorize these things. This is dodgy to me. The escape plan definitely is dodgy.
Well, to read it, because this was the angle, this was the shot that we had. And there was no amount of zooming in that could make you see more than a couple of letters here and there. It was impossible to translate, impossible to make sense of, but I was always curious what it said. So what kind of notes was Jeffrey Epstein writing in his cell?
Hold on, is this a phone or is this a dictaphone? Or is it maybe an MP3 player? It's probably an MP3 player. Because you can have, I think in certain jails, you can have MP3 players and that. Depends.
No, that's the tape player. It's going to self-destruct at the end of the message.
That's about right. It's going to start smoking. The next photograph, you'll see it smoking.
Really wanted to know. Fortunately, now we have the answer.
In it. See, set us. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what this says, man. I've no idea what this is meant to be. I mean, this could even be a generated scroll. I don't know.
Now, when you first look at this, it just looks like a mess. It's
It
probably
is a mess.
very, very difficult for you to read. So I've gone through and translated it. We're going to look at that in a second. But I wanted you to get a
That looks like it says Muslim, Muslim. That's what it looks like. I mean, what is this dotty thing? What is this? I mean, why would you? What is that? A dot, lines, dots that looks like a train. It looks like a blooming subway train. Was he going to catch the train once he went through the tunnel?
He's got a lot of recon going on here. Between that and the tape recorder, I'm starting to think he might be just a deep cover agent.
Right, right. And does this say Nigeria? Nigeria, maybe. Nigeria. I don't know, man. Gangster? Or Bannister? I really don't know. I really don't know.
chance to see this. One of the things that's important in terms from a handwriting perspective is that I think that Jeffrey Epstein is a very impulsive person. He has really
Hey, Roger, good to see you, bro. Good to see you.
Bad handwriting, but most of it can be translated. I was able to read most of it. And once we really see all of this in context, you're going to understand why I'm calling it an escape plan. So the way that I've done this is I've gone through and typed out the words on top of this so you can see what I think it all says. And then I moved the words so it was next to them so you can see the word right next to what I think each one means so that you can decide for yourself if you agree with my assessment or if you think it actually means something else. So
it could be that as well, pedo code, which we have no idea how to decipher. Right, exactly. Oh, my.
First, let's go through. I'm going to explain what all of this means. The translation I have here.
No rights, tourism, tax, visas. You wouldn't know. Why would you need to type out you need visas and all that? You wouldn't. That's not something you would need to write down. You know, when you get out or whatever, if you'd escaped and you managed to go or whatever, you'd know you need visas, false visas or whatever of some sort. You know, it's just not something you'd write down. So it did say Muslim. I was right. It did say Muslim. It did say jet as well. U.S. property. Nigeria. It did say Nigeria. Extort, kidnap, gangsters, island. Nicole. It still means nothing to me. I mean, it's the words mean things, but it's altogether, it doesn't. I just can't see this being an escape plan.
I am very confident in. If there's anything that I'm less,
I think we're meant to think it's an escape plan. It was maybe intentionally put there. Do I think it means Epstein's innocent? Hell no. Far from innocent.
confident in, I will tell you, I will point out things that if I'm not sure what it says or if I'm not certain that's what it says. But if I typed it out here, I'm overwhelmingly sure that this is correct. Now I'm going to explain what everything means. And once I'm done with that, then we're going to go through and I'll let you make your own determinations if you think that I got it right. So I'm going to start with what was most obvious to me, the thing that drew my eye first, where it says red notice and I put equals EXT. Right. Now, if you don't know what a red notice is, that's an alert that Interpol puts out if there is a fugitive on the loose, if there's someone that is internationally wanted, a red notice.
Okay, that's fine. But why would you write that down? Do you think you would need reminding that that would happen? You know, I mean, I just don't understand why you'd write this stuff down. If it was an actual escape plan. Yeah, of course. Well, the jet says US. I don't think, because it says US prop, I don't think it's propeller. I think it's meaning jet US property. But you could be right. I mean, it could mean propeller, but I would say it's jet US property. Question mark, though. I don't know. Gangsters, extort, kidnap. I mean, I just can't see it all. I can't see people. I just can't see someone writing it down. But I could be wrong. Like I said, some people can't see these emails. People writing these emails. You know, I can. You know, so why can't I see someone writing this down? You know, it's just an incredulity thing, I suppose. I could be wrong. It's just my feeling that I just think even if he was going to try and escape, it would have been, he would have been helped to escape somehow. He had money, you know. This would be a way of misdirecting people, I think, this one. I don't know.
Notifies agencies that if this person is found, then you extradite them back to the country where they are being looked for. So that's why it says red notice
You got
equals
it, Roger.
EXT. So if there's a red notice out for him, then he will be set up for extradition. That was my first.
Okay, right, fine. So he would know that. Why would he need to write it down? Why would he need to write that down? He would know that. He knew it. So why would he write it down? And I mean, unless he's just bored in his cell and he's like, well, I know I'm going to escape soon. Why don't I just write it down? All right, just in case I forget. No, I just don't think so.
Clue that if we're looking at all of this in context, that he was planning on
Tara in the who's. Good to see you, bro. Good to see you.
getting out of the country. That was his goal by writing all of this down. Now, from the red notice, there is an arrow pointing back up to this main circle right here. So that means that if he's MIA in the US, in other words, if he's missing, so this would be shorthand basically saying he's missing. For anybody that
MIA is a military term. You know what I mean? Missing in action. I mean, why would he use a military term? He's not military, is he? Why would he use military terms? MIA. Some people do, yeah, of course. Like I've said, like you know, if we haven't seen a friend for a long time, oh yeah, he's MIA. He's MIA. I suppose, yeah, you could do. People say it, but would you write it down? I don't know. I don't know.
Watching this that isn't from the US, I'm going to try my best to explain various acronyms the way that we would do them here. So MIA would be a way to say that he's missing. So if he's MIA in the US, then a red notice would occur. Then a red notice would be set out by Interpol.
Why would you write it down?
That's what that arrow means. But if we're to look at this circle, right, MIA US, let's look at some of the various branches of this. So visas would suggest that he's going to be planning on going out of the country. He would need to fake his name. It would have to be fake visas, but he would need visas. Something I guess he was considering is that he wrote no rights.
He would need all this, but again, why would he write that down? If it's in your head and you can write it and you wrote it down, then why would you need it in your head? Why would you need it written down? You know? Well, like it doesn't mean to say I think he's innocent. He's far from innocent. He's definitely guilty. But I just think this, if he did escape, this is a way of misdirecting how he did get out of that. You know?
Yeah, if he's supposedly a trained Mossad agent who's blackmailing politicians in the United States with prostitution rings, I don't see why he wouldn't use military terms. But why in the hell would he write down his escape plan?
Well, that's what I'm saying. Why would you write down a military term? Like I've used a military term myself, but why would you write it down? You know, I just don't get that. I don't get that. This has got to be a misdirection. You know, like I say, some of them emails are definitely real, but I don't believe that everything in the Epstein files is real. But yes, a lot of it, yes, 100%. There's a lot of people don't want their names out, obviously. You know.
Yeah, whatever this is clown shoes. We think a fellow on Epstein's level is really worried about getting a passport and if he's got rights or not. The man's got his own private island to go to. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
Right, exactly. He doesn't need none of this. So I just think this is a misdirection thing. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all this is. This is just to sell you some rabbit trail to chase so you don't find the real truth, just like everything else we deal with. Right.
But like again, if anybody's watching, it doesn't mean to say just because I don't believe this, he would write this down. That I think Epstein's innocent. I think Epstein is guilty of sin, 100% guilty of sin. But you know, there's more people in it than what you'd like to think. I suppose the normal people would like to think.
There's a lot of blackmail that goes on in this arena, especially with
right. There is
politicians, man. That's all they do is blackmail each other.
Well, yeah, absolutely. Who's Nicole?
I have no idea.
It could be anyway. It could be Nicole Kidman. It could be.
Sure, it is. Nicole Kidman's coming over to see PJ Cruise.
Yeah, she's coming to help them escape, man. That down, man.
Oh, they mean Nicole? Is there Nicole on the list? I thought somebody was trying to get in.
If the glove don't fit, you must quit.
That's
Mr.
it.
Cochran.
That's the one.
So it could be depending on the country he goes to, his rights might be different. Interestingly, he wrote tourism here. Now, if he was planning on leaving the country, whether or not he would be posing as a tourist or whether or not he would be going to places that have tourism, there's some consideration about tourism because I'm pretty certain that's
He couldn't be a tourist, not with his normal face. You know, he couldn't just be a tourist. People, he'd do news all the way around the world. He couldn't be a tourist.
He's going to put on a disguise, PJ. He's going to get a beard and a hat.
Right. And like Baza said, he's got his own bloody island.
what that says. It either says tourism or tourist. His handwriting is so bad. You'll see in a second where the confusion is there. Now, up here, it says EXT tax. It could be EST tax, but I think that what this is estate tax. So in other words, if he is to die, how much money goes to estate tax, or that he's considering the estate tax right here. Another branch has banks. So obviously something that he's going to have to consider if he's going to have access to money. Now, here's one that I am somewhat less confident in, is that there's a name written here with dollar signs next to it. I put a question mark because I don't know what letter that is, but it does look like BLCH, like NIL or something like that. But this is very clearly a name and clearly associated with
MOUSD.
But I mean, no idea what that would be. Bletchwell. No idea.
This is the ramblings of an insane man.
Really it's the ramblings of misdirection.
Yeah.
I mean, what's this? It looks like a subway train with I don't know, a door that's blowing off. I mean, what's this? A skinny dildo? I really.
It's a NASA rocket, man. That's what it is.
Does that say priest or Presley? I don't know. Man.
Elvis? He's still alive.
Elvis. Yeah, he's going to live with Elvis. Elvis helped him escape. Sussed it.
Yeah, there you go. You
going
figured
to
it
live
out.
with Elvis on Elvis Island.
Of course, there's an Elvis Island.
Never touch the red button.
No.
Nice.
money. And below that, you can see it says guards. It says guards clear as day. That is 100% what this says. So whether or not that means that he needs guards, whether or not that has to do with prison guards, that's unclear, but that is very clearly stating guards right underneath this name and the dollar signs. So if we're to look at the top portion of this, if he is MIA, if he is missing, a red notice will occur. He needs to keep all of these other things in mind. These are all things that he is thinking about. Now, if you look in the top left here, you see a number of letters.
If you were planning a serious escape and you wouldn't need all this, you'd know all the things in your head, what you need to do, because you know how low you need to keep yourself in that. That's all you need to know is keep yourself low. Once you've done all that, you wouldn't leave any trails like that. You wouldn't write it down. You just wouldn't.
Okay, PJ, and on the imaginary ball sack, what does it say?
On the imaginary ball side?
Sack, yeah, underneath the MIA penis thing, there's two names. Yeah.
Mara, that one.
No, below, like right down. Yeah, there's two names here. One's circled, one's not. Let's see. I'll make it big.
I don't know.
Heather,
Hester Presley. I don't know. Heather,
and it's like DERT something or other. Yeah, this says press. I think right here.
I'm not
below
sure.
that. Yeah.
Not sure.
The other one says ghost or something. I have no idea.
I mean, why would the word gangsters be that? Well,
yeah. Okay. There's gangsters.
Kidnap. I mean, no, I just don't think it's credible, this one.
No.
And then R with a line to T with a line to M. And then above that, it looks like either a C or an L and then a dot and then a T. I didn't label those, but I think that that's what that says. So the question is, are these different tiers within the prison where he is? Because he's in L tier, M tier is below him. Are these people's names that he's connecting from one to the other? We don't have enough information for that to be clear, but I just want to point this out. So if later on, when we get more information, if somehow that makes more sense, we're going to circle back and we'll address that. Now,
I know what it is.
You've got
I know what the whole list is.
Brad,
It don't-
Nicole, Brad, Island, people. Why would you take people? Sorry, Roger, what?
It's all right, man. Go ahead. I figured it out, though.
Go on.
This is all to do with Charlie Kirk.
Oh, shut up.
now, underneath red notice, he wrote K equals
I
exclamation.
still think Charlie Kirk's dead.
No, whether it is or isn't, that's beyond the point.
Yeah.
They put on a show for
Exclamation
everybody.
point.
Well, whatever way it is, whether he's dead or alive, it's still a psyop either way.
Huh?
My interpretation of that is he considering whether or not, if he's dead, will there not be a red notice? Or if he gets away with him being dead, is there no red notice then? Because there are 3 exclamation points. I typed that out exactly as it's written. To the right of that are the initials LSR. And I say initials because I assume that's what those are. I couldn't find anybody in the Epstein files with those initials, or at least typing them out by those initials. I'm not sure who he might know has those initials. When I show it to you in a minute, maybe you interpret the letters differently because his handwriting is so bad. But I feel with a high degree of confidence that says LSR, and I don't know what that means, but it's very clear. Now, interestingly, underneath
Government
guards over here on the right, he wrote government, and I believe this says clear. So government clear. That's my best read on the second word. 100% certain it says government. I'd say 70% certain that it says clear. My interpretation, he's looking for a government where he would be clear to go. Now, interestingly, if we go back to the left, underneath LSR, it says Muslim. Now, obviously, he's Jewish. So the question would be, why is he writing Muslim? I interpret that as where he might be ending, where he's thinking about going, where he might end up. Right below it, it says AS. You could consider that Arabic states potentially, or Arab states, because if we go a little bit lower, and I know this is confusing, this is hard to follow.
Yeah, I know. I've got that video saved. Is that the one with the look? He's got Epstein on the thumbnail, and there's a load of babies growing out of the ground in Cabbage Patch kind of kids sort of thing. Yeah, I've got it. I haven't watched it yet, but I've got it there saved. Good to see LJ. I mean, I certainly Epstein is a villain for sure, and some of the Epstein files are definitely real. But I just think writing down your escape, I think this is not credible at all.
No.
Yeah, it's certainly.
I couldn't write a better story, though. I'm telling you.
He's coming out with part 2 as well. Got you.
Nice.
Cool. I'll have to watch the first one. I haven't watched it yet. I've saved it, but I haven't watched it.
I'll tell you one thing, PJ, before you get started again. Yeah, I mean, he should have thought about all this before he committed his crimes he was doing.
Well, right, but that's the thing. He thought he was invincible, but all these invincible people, these untouchable, should I say, not invincible, untouchable people, they become expendable at some point. There's always higher uppers.
Yeah, they'll cut the ties with them quick, man. They ain't gonna fuck around with it.
Do I think he's dead? I don't know, but I would lean towards no.
Me too.
I would lean towards no, but I couldn't be 100%.
Think about all the political friends he has, man. All the services he provided for Clinton.
Right.
Yeah, they're not gonna snuff him.
Right. I mean, and there's certainly truth to the Epstein files, because look, even Prince Andrew has lost his title because of this whole thing. He's lost his title as HRH.
Sad.
Yeah, he's Andrew Windsor, Andrew Mountbatten in Windsor now. That's it.
Yeah, but he's not gonna have to get a job and work with common folk.
No, of course not. But it takes a lot for someone especially someone in the monarchy to lose the title. It takes something big, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
but of course, he's not going to be shunned. He's not going to be shunned by his family. They're all in there that kind of crap. You know what I mean?
It's just another bump in the road.
Oh, of course.
Much, but I'm trying to get the flow of how he thinks about this, because down below it we see Q-SA. Now there's a lot of different ways you could interpret that. Q could,
I mean, I don't know. Q, the sexual abuse. Is that what it means? Back to the sexual abuse. Because
Maybe.
that's what it's about.
Yeah.
Even Scandal's done something on Epstein as well. They're on the Epstein list and have ruined their lives. So, and he's got a picture of Bill Gates and Prince Andrew, Richard Branson, and who's that other one?
Stephen Hawking.
No, it's not Hawkins. No.
No, Hawkins is in there. So he's in the
Oh
picture.
yeah. I'm just saying it's not on this guy's thumbnail that I'm talking about.
Yeah. What's the Nigeria in the box for? That's my question next.
Saved. What's the what? Yeah, no, but is this like he's going to Nigeria and he's got to be smuggled in a crate?
That's a good way to travel. Yeah.
I think it's got to be in a US jet.
Yeah.
A jet's property, or is he trying to say watch out for the US made propellers? They might cut you. I don't
Massa might be right. It's like a Get Smart theme. Dun,
yeah.
Dun, dun, dun.
Yeah, well, it could be.
This phone will self-destruct.
Yeah, exactly. In 2.5 seconds.
Be a question. I think of this, if it's below Muslim and AS, it could be Qatar, Saudi Arabia, or Qatar to Saudi Arabia. That's the way I interpret those letters, because he is a very well-traveled person. He knows people pretty much everywhere. So these are not out of the question as far as what these potential initials could mean. Now, to the right of that, he wrote Nigeria with an exclamation point and underlined that. So now that is a country that does extradite to the U.S. So if we're to assume that Qatar and Saudi Arabia are identified, obviously there's Nigeria. These all seem like possibilities, places that he could consider going. So to summarize what we've got so far, we've got a long way to go. At this point, he's been thinking about if he's missing in the U.S. and it's found out that he's missing, then a red notice would be applied. He would need to have all of these other things in place. If we're to go back to the left a little bit where it says red notice, if you look below that, it says the name Mara, ? Now, unfortunately, I, for the life of me, cannot figure out what it says below that. It says enlist, maybe. It's so unclear. That looks like an E, an N. It's impossible to read that next letter. It looks like an S and a T. So my best guess would be that it says enlist, but that's with a very low degree of certainty. No, I assume Mara is a name.
I was looking for a topic for tonight. I thought I had one sorted, but I might have to find something else. I don't even know what movie is for tonight either. Anyway, that's for me. Sort out after this.
I'm looking for where it says regerts on here.
Yeah, right.
Not code for something else like Mar-a-Lago. I'm sure some people are going to go there, but that would be strange because there's 2 R's, and that's not really how Mar-a-Lago is spelled. But he is writing in code to some extent. So keep in mind, Mara may not be as literal as it seems. Maybe it isn't literally somebody's name. Maybe it literally is. But that's one of those things we're going to earmark. And as I continue to analyze other files in later videos, maybe we'll circle back to that. And this, I can't read any of it. It looks like it says LSR.
Well, actually, that's what I'll do tonight. That Mind Unveiled video. I'll do that for tonight's stream before we do the movie. Yeah, I'll do that for tonight because I haven't watched it yet, so I might as well. If it's 40 minutes long, we can get through that. So I'll do that for tonight, Mind Unveiled video. I know it's not another Epstein one, but, you know, why not? It's Epstein's the trend at the minute, I suppose.
Yeah. What time are you going on, PJ, tonight?
It'll be 11 p.m. My time. The usual time I go on at night time.
I'll be off tonight.
So it'll be like after Flats finishes, usually about 2 hours after Flats finishes. Well, sometimes Flats, it's Friday, isn't it? Oh no, Flats is on early tonight. Is he debating thingy?
I think he might be debating. He said something about it yesterday.
Yeah, like he set it for 6 p.m. for my 6 p.m., which is an hour earlier. So yeah, it looks like he's debating Metaphysics Mike. Well, that's what the title is. Whether he's actually debating him, I don't know. But
that's not the Metaphysics Mike, man. I guarantee you, Flats will debate him.
Oh yeah, no, he debate him, but Mike keeps saying no. So because he's when did he say yes?
Yeah. He agreed to it. Yeah, he agreed to it. I think he put it one of the shorts he had, huh?
Because I wasn't on Flatches yesterday. I didn't make on Flatches yesterday.
Neither was I was working. But I won't be able to watch his show today, but I'll listen to it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I got to work. I'm working 11 to 4. So
What, tonight?
Today.
Today.
This morning. So.
Okay.
Yeah, today.
Again, but it's such a low degree of certainty I didn't type it on there. It's completely illegible. So I have to mark this off as something where I can't truly translate any of that. Now, below that, it clearly says gangsters, and below that, it clearly says extort and kidnap. So we're going from red notice, and below that, it says Mara, something illegible, gangsters, then extort, kidnap.
Oh, I
Now,
know
what
Mara
this line of
stands for.
thought is, I don't know.
You what?
Mar-a-Lago.
What's say that again?
You said Mara? Mar-a-Lago.
Mara. Yeah, the middle one there. What's that
Mar-a-Lago is Trump's hideaway in Florida. That's where he goes.
Ah, okay. Weird.
Yep.
If he's concerned that could happen if he ends up in the wrong country, but there's clearly some train of thought here, starting with Mara and ending with extort, kidnap. Now, if we're to go all the way to the left, to me, this looks like the name Nicole. Now, that, once again, that's not with a high degree of certainty, but...
You think that's Qatar, Saudi Arabia, Nigeria, and the box where Wheaties pocket Epstein is what might grow up. Yeah.
Where's Bruce Jenner at? I mean,
yeah, where is she?
Yeah.
Wow.
I can't think of anything else that would fit there. Who Nicole is anybody's guess. There are probably people named Nicole in his orbit. There are probably multiple people named Nicole in his orbit, so I'm not going to guess it as a specific person, or I'm not going to guess who it is. Sure, it's a specific person to him, but I'm not going to speculate as to which Nicole this might be. Above that, my interpretation of this picture right here is that I believe this is a little map of the United States. That's what it looks like. Just a weird little...
It is a little map of the bottom. You know, it is actually, but you know, I was wondering what that was. I thought it was a pig with a corkscrew stuck in its back.
It could be, man, for what it looks like. Yeah.
I thought it was a pig with a corkscrew stuck in its back.
This is a man that's not really thinking very clear the way he's writing, dude. You can just tell.
Yeah, well, I think this was rushed in. I think maybe he hand did this. Maybe he did. But it's for misdirection to how he actually got out. Because if he got out of prison, he was assisted.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? There's no way he escaped.
According to what his education level, he supposedly has like a degree in physics and a couple other things that he proclaimed to people. But we think they're made up. It's like they gave him these titles just because, you know, clout. You know,
he certainly liked to be seen with intelligent people. That's for sure. He liked to be seen as intelligent.
Feynman's one of them. Feynman went down to the island too. Richard Feynman. Yeah.
Got ya.
No morals, dude. None.
No, none at all.
Little sketch of the United States and a squiggly thing coming out of it. So to me, that looks like a map. And the lines may just be the bars of being in the prison cell. So there's not as much meaning in that part. Now, below that, it says island and people. Now, he's lived on an island.
Nicole is standing across from the prison bars, just looking at him. What?
Well, the only Nicole I can think of in the Hollywood area is Nicole Kidman. Yeah.
Nicole Kidman. There was another one that came to mind, but the name's going out of my head.
There's a few of them, but I mean, it'd be easy to interpret who it was. I'm pretty sure you can take a list and find out who it is.
Yeah, absolutely.
Up on an island. This is somewhat less clear, but those are very clearly the words that are written. So I'm not going to try to interpret too much about what that means because it's its own separate idea. But now I want you to focus on the right side again. Now on the right here, we see it says jet-US prop. Now, what that means is that he's thinking about whether or not the jet that he would be traveling in is U.S. property. Epstein and his associates were obsessed with aircraft registration, jurisdiction, things like that. And that's what jet U.S. prop would be. He's thinking about whether...
Yeah, he's thinking about it, but why does he need to write it down? I mean, I get it's prison and you doodle and stuff like that, but it's something this serious. I just don't think you would. Like I said, if this is his hand, if this is done in his hand, it's to misdirect. That's my belief, anyway.
Or not the jet he's traveling in is in fact U.S. property, because that does change some things jurisdictionally, as well as whether or not there's seizure and all of these other potential issues that could come up. So the fact that he's thinking about that is important. What else is important is that jet U.S. prop was written in a different color. Most of these were written in blue ink. Jet U.S. prop was written in black ink. Now, the reason that matters is that means that this was enough of a plan that where he wrote it out and he came back to it. It wasn't just sketched out and thrown away. He came back with additional thoughts.
Go on.
I see what he's saying. Basically, he had plenty of time to think about what he was writing down, come back and write something else and add to the plan.
Yeah, of course you did. Of course you did. But I just don't think you. If you would write this, I'm just thinking about me. If I was trying to escape, if I was to write anything down to try and memorize it, I wouldn't leave it around to be found. It'd be gone. In fact, you just wouldn't. I just don't think you would.
He should have ate it or something.
Usually escape plans aren't that technical. It's usually like you've got somebody on the inside and they kind of hide you to get to the laundry van that takes all this, I don't know, maybe blankets out to get done in big laundrettes or whatever, and you're stuck at the bottom of the van going out the gates and stuff. I don't know, but usually there's not too much to it. You don't do this. If he got out of that, he was helped, that's for sure. AI baby farms. I mean, yeah, Epstein's AI baby farms. What is that? An AI baby farm? I mean, I'm gonna have to. Yeah, we're gonna do that one tonight because that's intrigued me now. Thinking about it. AI baby farms. What the heck?
I don't know. Couldn't tell you, dude.
Yeah, well, we'll do that one tonight. Yeah, why not? We'll do that one tonight.
Now, below that,
I'll get off the Epstein theme tomorrow. I'll do something. Well, not tomorrow. I won't be streaming tomorrow because I'll be streaming tonight into tomorrow, won't I? But Sunday, we'll do something else.
You can see this little scribbled box with the word Brad on top. I'm going to scroll up so you can see it without my comments.
Brad was just his prison boyfriend.
Could have been. Well, obviously he had some because we're touching on some of that on Sob's channel. That there's a gay affair he had with one of his clients.
Oh, well, it wouldn't surprise me at all. Wouldn't surprise me at all.
Nope.
So you see it's a little square with a little building next to it. And on the left, I interpret this as an airplane. At least I believe that's what it is. Or it could be additional buildings. But it very, very clearly has the word Brad written on top. And then below it and to the right of it, you see what I interpret as supposed to be where cars and planes are parked. I think this right here is a little airplane. So when I saw this, I immediately thought it looked like a private airport because this shape and design of the building is unusual. Airports are low and they're large. It's a very distinct look.
Oh,
so I was curious what the...
Because it does look like that, but that doesn't mean that that's what he did,
Well, there's a taxiway, it looks like, on the little diagram of the airport.
Yeah.
The question is it north to south or east to west runway?
Well, the plane is going south, pointing south. Well, to me as well. Hold on. Actually, that's north for me. So yeah, it's north. That's north south. It's pointing. So if it's taking down the runway this way, it's flying south, bro. It's flying north. Sorry, north.
No. It's flying relative. It's all relative.
It's flying relative. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. You gotta forget. I forgot about relativity is a thing.
Absolutely.
closest private airport is. The closest private airport to where he was is Teterboro.
That conversation we had, I clipped that last night when Vlad and that came on. I clipped that out and put it out as a premiere. I don't know if people went and watched it, but I put it out as a premiere about earlier.
Oh, by the way, Wesley's off the list of becoming Glorf of the Year.
Oh, is he? Well, he can just. I mean, I started liking Wesley, but if he went into Vicky's and asked that question, knowing that it's a load of bollocks, he can piss off from now on. He can go to hell. He can go to hell. And so can she for letting him. Simple.
Who is one of the busiest?
I'm not correcting it. I don't care. She implied that, oh yeah, he didn't do it to my dog, but it's possible he could do it to others. That's basically what she's implying.
I don't think she kind of like was taken aback by it though.
Well, I don't. Well, why would she be taken aback? I don't care. Anyway, I don't.
But they've been like Roger. That's the one pushing that thing.
Well, yeah, exactly. But she knows it's bullshit, and she didn't defend me, so she can piss off. Simple as that.
She laughed at him when he first said
it's not funny. It's not funny. She used to defend me, and it was because of her comment. It's because of one of her comments that Roger started saying that. You know what I mean? And obviously she didn't say that in her comment, but he twisted it to say that. And do you know what I mean? So Yeah, I'm not interested. She didn't defend me, so that's it. Done.
Oh, PJ,
I was curious if he'd ever actually
I'll tell
been
you
there.
something later.
I don't want to know. I really don't want to know. I'm done. I don't want to know anything she's said about me. I really
Well, it's
don't.
not anything she said. It's something else altogether. I'll tell you.
I really don't. If it's anything to do with it, I'm finding it hard to deal with at the minute. I don't want to know anything to do with anything she's got to say or any live stream she's doing. You know, it hurts enough that when I go into a chat, she disappears. You know, so it's fine. I just don't want to know. I'm done. It hurts enough, so I'm just done.
So I typed it in the Epstein files, and it showed that it's been mentioned about 7,000 times. So this is definitely one he's familiar with. It does seem to resemble at least this style of airport. I'm not insisting it is this one, but it certainly looks quite a lot like it. So if nothing else, this lends credence to the idea that this building he's drawing is a private airport. He is thinking about getting to a private airport based on everything else he's saying and getting out of there. And the name Brad is associated with that. Who that is that a pilot? Is that somebody who would help him get there? That's unclear, but the name Brad is very, very clearly written on top of that airport. And you may be thinking, well, he's just fantasizing about escaping, and that may be part of it. I think the unusual aspect of that is that he would put a specific name with it. He would write a name on top of the airport. Now, as far as I know, Brad does not stand for anything. It's not an acronym for anything. I take that in a very literal sense as a name. Now, as you can see right here, a portion is
redacted.
Why is it redacted though?
So to Mark from Ghislaine Maxwell. Why would I mean, that's what I don't get, the redacted crap. Why show all of this but then redact certain things? I understand they do for but I just think in this, if this was true, then why would this be redacted? Any of this? What could this possibly say that could be of any kind of hurt or breach to anything? You know.
Well, I'm thinking it might be like a famous politician.
Well, it could be. It could be that. It could be
I'm
that.
thinking like Bill. It could be interpreted as Mr. Clinton or something. You know.
Well, yeah, it could be that. Obviously, could be that.
Redacted. All we can see is that something was underlined. I would absolutely love to know what this said, because something here is very important because it's underlined many times. But if we're to look to the right of that, it said medical/PT. Now, the way I interpret that, PT typically is shorthand for patient. It very clearly says medical. So the question would be, is that how he's thinking about being transported, as a medical patient? Possibly. So if we're to scroll down a little further, we see G/computer PB, some question marks, then VI. Now, immediately when I saw this, I knew what this was referring to. PB is Palm Beach, VI is Virgin Islands. So if we're wondering what has something that he is worried about on it or something he's thinking about, it's the computer in Palm Beach. That's the one with the question marks. And just to be clear, so you know that that's actually how he would refer to his computer, I took a snippet from an email from Ghislaine Maxwell.
Yeah.
I'm going to tell you, he's trying to hop back to his island or close to it. He's going to try to smuggle himself into Virgin Island Airport.
And I bet he's got, I know it's not just like the mansion. I bet there's like hideouts in there, like places underground, you know.
Well, maybe it's misdirection because it looks to us like his compound in New Mexico, the ranch, has an underground bunker in it.
Yeah, there you go. There you go.
If I was going to go somewhere, I'd go there and hide out in a secure area. He has a whole town built around it. It's like this place is like a state itself. It's like he could get away with it. He could stay there. That's where he used to go hide out, anyways.
Yeah, sorry, I was reading some. I was listening. Yeah, absolutely. Hey, Mike, how you doing, man? Good to see you, bro. Good to see you, brother. Yeah, okay. No, I was just reading about the AI baby farm thing. Is why they calling it? If it's Epstein's sperm, impregnating a load of people, why are they calling it an AI baby farm? Why AI?
I don't know.
I don't know, but yeah, it'll be interesting. We'll definitely have a look at that. We'll definitely have a look at that tonight.
Well,
why do I have no sound on this computer?
Sorry, go on.
Yeah, with an AI baby farm, I'm thinking of like one of those little servers where they can
Yeah.
where they get information farming, data farming.
Right. Yeah, yeah, of course. That is what AI farming, AI bot farming is.
Yeah.
But I thought it was to do with him impregnating people.
I don't know. Good question. I think that I don't know if that's been proven that he did impregnate people to. Well, there are girls that got impregnated, but to use the babies for trafficking. That's what the accusation is. But I don't know if that was ever proven neither.
Right.
He's been he was convicted of what? Basically trade, like human trafficking with
Yeah,
girls.
I think so. Yeah. Same as what Ghislaine Maxwell probably. You know, there's documents, right? Just
Yeah, I think you're mispronouncing her name. It's Ghislaine.
or baby bunch is see. But why is it an AI? Why is it the AI? Why is AI part of it? AI and genetic. Oh, and genetic and AI and genetic engineering. Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Right. It's to do with genetic engineering. Right. Okay. That's why. All right, we'll do that one tonight before the movie and that.
And it has PB in parentheses next to it because that's referring to the Palm Beach computer. So this is literally how they refer to these computers. Now, as far as the G/ goes, I interpret that, and this is my best guess. I'm trying to tell you what I think is a guess versus what seems more clear. I'm guessing that somehow is in reference to Ghislaine Maxwell. So as far as where this PB computer is, I would assume that she is in fact the one who has it. So if we start looking at this in total, it becomes very clear that there is a very detailed plan of escaping, and he is actively trying to figure out where he would want to go, how he would get.
I certainly think he was escaped. I'd say I think he's escaped and probably still alive, but I think he was helped. And this plan was to misdirect people somehow.
Yeah.
You know?
Get there and what he would do, just so you can see for yourself what some of these various words say. I'm going to show you some of the more questionable ones. You can
Again, I don't claim to be right. I mean, that's just my feeling on it. You know, like I say, with the Epstein files, with the emails and that, a lot of people would think, well, people won't be stupid enough to type them things or write them things. I think they would be. I think they would. But you know, I certainly think there's a lot of truth in those Epstein files. But I do think there's some bullshit thrown in, like there usually is.
This guy's
see if you have a
high-end pimp. This guy's a high-end pimp with a lot of money. Yeah,
right.
He's going to be able to buy his way through life.
100%. 100%. That's why I'm saying he wouldn't need this to escape. He wouldn't need this. You know, he'd just pay his way out. He'd be assisted, guaranteed.
Different translation. But as we look at this, I put all of the words next to, above, or below my translation so you can see for yourself, see whether or not you think that's actually what it says, or if you have a different interpretation that somehow makes more sense. But I've read a lot of his handwriting. I do feel confident in anything that I actively translated that's in fact what it says. Now, there is one part that I feel unclear on and I didn't reference, which is this part right here. It looks like it says,
what is that?
helpful.
What is that?
That's what I asked earlier. What are the name?
Yeah. Work out. It's like Heather or less. I don't know.
Let me see if I can pull it closer.
It's, I don't know what that is meant to be. Is that pasture? I don't know.
Yeah, but the P's not connected at the top.
No, it's not. It's not. This is a P though.
That looks like it says Detroit over here on this side. See it?
Which side?
On the right hand side for me, it'd be Detroit. The DERT.
Wow. Yeah.
No, and within a circle. Yeah.
Detroit. It kind of does, a little bit. Kind of does look like the Detroit.
Either of you guys got the Ovaltine decoder ring?
Yeah, I don't have it. Sorry, fresh out. I sent out for my Batman one and it never came. So I gave up.
Nice. I like it.
Line or Heathrow or something that starts with HEATH. But it's so hard to read. I don't want to present a potential interpretation.
Sorry.
Heathrow would be a possible name, like for an airport, since it's on topic.
Yeah, it could be. Well, but it looks like H-E-S. I don't know.
It looks like it says peer below it, or peer.
Press or peers or priest. I don't know.
It's chicken scratch, dude. That's what it is. Boil it down.
I know.
Yeah.
It's a scroll, man. It's a scroll.
Because all four of these are right next to each other, and I think they would all be based on getting these right. And this is the one part that feels very uncertain to me. So if you have any thoughts about what this says, the one below it looks like it says press or press T. And then after that, it looks almost like it says 3 hits or shorts or shots. This is just too unclear. So I would love to be able to have a full interpretation of this, but this makes it impossible. But as you look with words like gangsters, it seems very clear that's what it says next to it. Extort, kidnap, it seems very clear that that's what those words are. Having completely abysmal handwriting myself does help me, I think, understand this a bit more. And as you can see, the name with the dollars.
Say again.
He said abysmal.
It is abysmal, right? That's why I think it's just something it's done in a rush just to try and, I don't know, put people off, you know?
Yeah.
I just can't see someone doing this if they were planning an escape. If he escaped, it was with help.
Sign BLECH could be an L, I suppose, but I would think BLECH NIL or something along that line, or that last L could actually be an S. When we look at all of this together, it seems pretty clear that his goal was to get out of there, and he was thinking about all of the different logistics of doing that. Now we're going to briefly look at 2 more documents. These will be quick, but they do give a little bit more color to what we just looked at. Now, this next document right here, I'm not going to bother reading through all this. I don't think it's of consequence, but this is basically him complaining about being in prison. But then when we flip it upside down, which is down here.
Complaining about being in prison. Wow. You should be dead. You should be dead. You know what I mean? Complaining about being in prison after what you've done. You know what I mean? Wow.
So why would you turn this upside down and make it say something at all? I don't get this.
I mean, I've seen people writing in jail. Some people write letters weird in jail. They write like, I've seen people writing like the first line is just normal. But then when it comes to the second line, they turn the paper upside down and just follow it around like a zigzag like that. But you know what I mean? Do it upside down, turn it back around. Do it
so
like
the guard
that.
Can't read it, you know?
Yeah, it's the guard could read it if you want to. He'd know how to do it. But the guard's got to be like, oh, sack this. You know, because they know how to do it. They know the tricks. They just can't be bothered. So they just kind of like let it go through. Unless obviously you're a serious risk.
Oh no.
Yeah, that's what we're saying, Sunny Shine. This could be a total deliberate distraction. Yeah, that's what we're saying. Yeah, it could be.
Here, it comes out with something else. This does seem a bit more relevant. So the top, it says something about data. That's unclear, but we do have the years 2002 to 2005. We have 2 initials below that, which I would assume are names, but maybe they stand for something else. But once again, they are coded. He does not want this to be obvious what he's talking about. But the more significant part is directly below that. Jail out equals 10. Now that seems pretty clear. He's talking about getting out of jail. Now, what does the 10 stand for? Is he paying somebody $10 million? Is it 10 o'clock? What is 10? All we know is
probably $10 million to somebody. That's just a bit of change in his pockets, like a few nickels. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but I'm thinking about the investors, like the people who he dealt with the high investors like Morgan and Rockefeller. And Rockefeller. Why would they toss him that much money to get him out of jail? I mean, right now he's already been convicted of a federal crime, so why would they take the risk of spending any more money on this dude?
But why would they need to spend money on him? He's got money.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if he had it. I know he was in charge of investments and stuff, but I mean,
he could have got all the money. There's no way he was short, man.
No, I don't think he's short. But I mean, like to spend $10 million is a lot of cash. But I mean, this is his life, though. But there's something else that's bugging me, and I mean, since he's already convicted and they're getting ready to uncover all of his dirty secrets, why would they not hang him out to dry? like, oh, you're on your own, buddy. So they cut all his investments, cut up his bank account, everything. But he still has one bank account or
because they're all
open still.
bloody in it. The justice system's in it as well. You know what I mean?
They're
They're
paying
all
off the judges
corrupt.
too. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They're all corrupt. So I'm saying so judges' names could have been in them Epstein files or anything. All of that, you know
They
what I mean?
probably are. Yeah.
Yeah, of course. So yeah, man, it's
The
just
kids, the
mad.
cash judges, the ones that were blackmailing kids with drug deals and stuff, they go to camps like you.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Pure madness, man. Hey, I couldn't believe I was going to show that video of Joe Rogan last night getting, like flat Earth information in his face, not even by a flat earther, but and he got cooked by a non-flat earther that was given flat Earth proofs, and it got taken down. I was like, no way.
Yeah, I was going to play it. Santero wanted me to play it, and I thought about it, like, oh no, it'll give me a strike. They'll pull
it.
Got
taken down. Oh, somebody else got it as well.
Santero gave me the link to it, and he wanted me to play it on my show last night, and I'm like,
it'd probably get taken down. It'd probably get taken down. It did for them. But I mean, if I was like if I'd showed it, I would have been doing commentary through it. But logical observations, when he put it out, it was just straight clipped from Joe Rogan. So that's maybe why. But it's Joe Rogan.
That's why I said I'm not going to do it. Yeah, he would pull it. Yeah,
that's it.
I should save the video itself though before it gets pulled off the internet.
Yeah, absolutely.
And jail out.
I'm going to download it.
Equals 10, and I think that's extremely consequential, particularly given the context of the other page we looked at. Now below it, it's some of this is written very clearly, but it's unclear what he's referring to. So he says nothing at all, and then the last word, straw, show. I just can't read those middle letters enough to make that make sense. And then below that, no, it looks like it says no sign me, but it definitely says no something me. So this obviously pairs together with the jail out equals 10, but he just writes so strangely, it's impossible to give you full context. And I don't want to make any major assumptions about what this is saying. So now this is the last page, blankets, AVR, and Medi. And then it says watch, exclamation point. Now this is very interesting because he had an excessive amount of blankets in his prison cell. We know that. That's very well documented. That was acknowledged in the OIG report, actually. So the fact that he had excessive blankets.
He had excessive blankets in there. That means he had money to pay for them, because as a prisoner, you're not getting any spare blankets unless you know someone that works in the laundry or anything like that. And you would still have to give him something for it,
Yeah.
Is a fact. AVR. The cameras were not working. So we know for a fact the cameras did not work.
That's bullshit. The cameras weren't working. That's bull crap. They weren't working. Bull crap. I don't believe that.
So you think the warden and the guards were in this too?
Well, there's something dodgy about it. Since when the exact moment the cameras needed to be working, they weren't working. Same as the 9/11 on the Pentagon, when the bloody airplane hit the Pentagon that wasn't an airplane. It was more like a missile, whatever. It's same as like apparently the frames just disappeared. They just disappeared.
Yeah, the most protected building on Earth.
Right.
Yeah. No video.
Exactly. And the side of the Pentagon they hit, they just so happened to be decorating that day, so none of the officials were there. They were all the other side of the building.
Well, there were people in the accounting office there that died.
Well, yeah, but none of the main dudes. You know what I mean? Yeah. None of the biggies.
The bookkeepers, the accountants were in there counting. They were counting the money that was missing that Rumsfeld supposedly was looking for.
Right. Yeah.
Or actually, he had spent all the extra, but they found out where all that extra money went eventually.
See what I mean?
Yeah.
How dodgy these people are, man. It's just
lie
on top of lie, with truth mixed in, loads of truth and loads of lies, loads of truth, and we've got to decipher this law.
I'm pretty sure that the people in the military, like the upper ups that were, they get shipped around and stuff. They got a lot of that extra funding going to shipping a certain family to a different base at a different place. So they got extra cash to do that kind of. That's where a lot of that money went. It's just extra spending for that.
Right.
and housing and high-end cars, their insurance payoffs all the way through the system.
Got you.
Time. And the last one is Medi, which is how people that think he escaped would have done it, would have been through medical. And he says, watch, exclamation point. So what is it that he's watching for? Something to do with the blankets, the AVR, or the Medi. But those are three of the big things that had to be taken care of if he was actually going to pull off something like this. So I think this page, despite the fact it's just a couple of words, could potentially be very consequential. All right, let's go ahead and wrap things up here. Hopefully this is helping you better understand some of what we saw today. I know it's hard to read. I know it's confusing, but there does seem to be some logic to it. There does seem to be some real thought put behind it. And it does seem to be that he was trying to work through the logistics of how to escape.
I've agreed with him on a lot of this stuff he said with Epstein. But this one, I don't agree on this one. I don't think there was any thought put into this. I think it was a way to distract people from the actual truth of how he got away, if he got away. I do still think he got away, but not through this means in front of me.
Whether or not you think that he escaped or was murdered, he certainly seems to be planning for the future. He was someone that was actively thinking ahead. He seemed to have hope that there was a way out of this situation.
Yeah, he certainly maybe done that, but that would have been in his head. I don't think that would have been written down.
So I think the official report on how he died continues to remain the least likely. If you have any thoughts about
well, fair play to him on that. I agree with that. The official reports on how he died, he says, is least likely. So no, I agree with him there, 100%. Yeah. That's it. That's it for that one. But yeah, I'll play out the Harry Mark, and then we'll get I'll do the AI baby one tonight, whatever it's called. What's it called again? Epstein's AI baby farm. Yeah, we'll do that one tonight. Why not? Because I haven't looked at it yet. And then when I do something on Sunday, we'll do a different topic, get off the Epstein thing for a while.
I do have a question, though. What was the inspiration for the AI image behind us? So what was the word?
Oh, Glug.co. Remember when I was talking crap in Rumble the other night, and I typed something, and it came up Glug.co. So Glug.co sounded like a trollish kind of name to me. So I just started typing in a cross between fish, a frog, a snake, and a goat, and it has to be a super villain with a costume and the name tag Glug.co, and he eats honey and tin sardines. So that's what troll looks like. That is what a troll actually looks like. Super troll, should I say.
Jeez. Oh, now we know what to look for, Terry. That's what trolls look like. If you ever see one in real life, now you got it right here. Yeah.
Oh, we still got the normal looking. That's a super troll. That's super troll. Your normal trolls. Have we still got the normal troll?
Yeah. Guess who came by my place last
troll. The normal troll looks like that. Normal troll looks like that. You know.
Oh yeah.
But your super troll, is more this. So.
Yeah, I had Brenda try to come in the stream last night after everything. He was right there in the middle of all that crap.
Nintendo Switch 2. Now we're playing with powerful warlocks. Hello, Grace. I can see you. Just finishing up. Right, I'll play out with the Harry Mark. Anything to say before we start? Roger.
Epstein's still alive.
I think so. I think he's still alive. And yes, I do think he didn't get killed, or he didn't kill himself in prison. But I do believe a load of those emails and those Epstein files, but that escape plan, I think that's a distraction to how we actually got out, I don't think
our Department of Justice sucks.
Yeah. Right, exactly. Baza, anything? That is all good.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, you can see fingers. Nice. Okay. All right, let's play out Harry Martin. And we'll do the AI baby farm thing tonight. Right, Harry Martin.
I will say that I think that this thing, just like many other things, has served its purpose well and been a great distraction at keeping the entire world from really focusing on what we need to focus on, and that's the assholes, because they're just going to argue back and forth about whose fault it is and try to throw blame when we're not going to hold anybody accountable.
Right, 100%. Well said. Epstein was seen on his Fortnite. Yeah. I heard that. I did see somebody put a video out about that. It was. I thought I heard it was. He was playing Roblox as well.
Whoa!
Recently playing from Israel, looking into it. Yeah, I did hear that, but I heard he was playing Roblox. I didn't hear it was Fortnite. I heard it was Roblox, but I could be wrong on that. But I did hear something like that, bro. Yeah. So tonight we'll do the AI baby farm things, the Epstein AI baby farm thing.
Yeah, my grandson plays Roblox. You know?
Oh yeah, well, watch out because there's a lot of preds on there, bro. Right. There's a lot of preds on there. I mean, it's a good game for kids and that, but they need to get on a good server because there's a lot of pedophiles going there looking for kids, man.
I think he had an Xbox account. So
yeah, good.
How are you?
I'm good. My name is Harry Mack. I'm out here.
Oh my God! Yeah, we know you. For my dad.
Yes, yeah. Shout out to your dad.
They met you before of Boomtown.
Oh yes, nice to see you again. Boomtown is awesome. Could I do a freestyle for you guys?
Yes.
Oh hell yeah. Okay. All right. Could you guys help me by giving me some like creative, challenging words to use in my freestyle? Aperture, like on a camera, right? Potato. Nice. That's some range there. Aperture, potato. Oh, you dropped that. Toothpaste. What else? Spider-Man. Catholic.
Wait, I forgot.
Claustrophobia. I don't know if I do. Let me review. We're gonna go with aperture, like a camera, potato, toothpaste, Spider-Man, like the superhero, Catholic, and then claustrophobia. Did I forget any?
Here, apple.
Apple. Okay, apple, and we'll end with apple. That's probably all I can hold on to. Should we try this?
Yeah.
All right. Let me find a beat for this right here. Let me see. Hold on. Let me get the right one. Okay, yeah, okay, off the top of the dome. Every time we rhyme, y'all, I'm locked in the zone. Listen, mad coming off top of the dome. Every time I rhyme, check it, okay, listen. Yeah, when he's spitting off the top, he's rapping absurd. I'm stopping people in the park and then I'm grabbing their words. I do it better when I spit, y'all know I'm rapping pure. They film me on their phone, zooming with the aperture. Yeah, every time I rhyme, me and this beat form a friendship. They be zooming in to capture me up on their lenses. My lyrics are stupendous, I'm rocking it dope. I spit so much fire, now it's way too hot for your coat. Yeah, gotta take it off cause I be bringing the flames. When they be coming to lyrics, they know when the Mac is the sickest in the game. Has to be that, I kill it as a matter of fact. They saying damn, when it comes to rhymes, he is the man. Stepping up to Mac, y'all know that there could be fatal. I be warning other rappers that they need to lay low. Every time I spit, I mold your brain like Play-Doh. Frying instrumentals, chop them up like some potatoes. H-Mac, y'all know that I really let the thunder pound. Something like potatoes, cause I'm repping for the underground. I kick the lyrics that the rest can't compute. Like potatoes, y'all know I'm growing deep with the roots. I'm making it happen, crazy when rapping, taking the action in the session. These lyrics that I drop off the mental, short to impress them. Better heed the message. Y'all know that I'm rocking in this new place. Got these lyrics dropping like your toothpaste. H-Mac, I leave the whole game a mess. Speaking of toothpaste, I push the game to the crest. Yeah, every time I rhyme, they be saying no way. Yeah, said my brand is recognized like Colgate. Every time I spit, I prove to y'all that I'm a boss. No toothpaste, but I teach rappers how to floss. Yeah, he's gotta be the illest rapper I've seen. While he's spitting bars, he's teaching about dental hygiene. Yeah, H-Mac, y'all know they should brace themselves for what's about to happen just in case. I'm getting loose when I'm on it. Defy the laws of sonics. Hopping over beats and y'all know Mac's about to bomb it. Keep it honest when I spit like this in the cypher jam. I'm the dude that's swinging through your city like Spider-Man. Unbelievable what he just said. Off the top of the dome, let me weave my web. Yeah, y'all know when I rhyme, they know he truly is legit. Truly is the shit. Got the web shooting out my wrist. Every time that I flow in a major way, I feel like Spidey, cause Mac came to save the day. Yeah, y'all know I'm the superhero when it comes to kicking lyrics. Every time I rhyme like this, every Mac about to elevate your spirit, lift it higher, spit that fire. Plenty skills I done acquired. When it comes to lyrics off the mental, I get everything I desire. Going for mine, I be flowing divine, better open your mind just to comprehend it. And if I said it on the track, you best believe I meant it. Y'all know that Mac is spitting it raw. When I switched in the double time, your jaw was hitting the floor. Pick it back up. Y'all know I'm about to cause a riot. My flow's fat, unlike the coke, which is diet. Yeah, break it down, yo, I'm grabbing it swiftly. Ain't another rapper in the game that could diss me. Yeah, I got sauce like pasta and I spit from the soul. When it come to rhymes, I'm out of control. Yo, they can't get rid of me, I make them pivot, G. I flow exquisitely, aliens visit me from New York out to Italy. Anywhere we at, I'm the dopest on the scene. Yeah, Max serving up that food for thought cuisine. I'ma break it down for y'all, when I spit, I'm working magic. Music is my religion, but peace to all the Catholics. Yo, I'm about to hold it down when I spit this verse. Every time I rhyme, I be taking y'all to church. Yeah, cause I spit the raw freeze, which are godly. When they envision the illest rapper probably saw me. Wake 'em up like coffee. Beat me, dog, it can't be done. Grab the C from off your set, Harry is a champion. Matter of fact, to me, they not related. I'ma grab the letter C, it's standing for creative, standing for cool, standing for cold, standing for courageous. Y'all know I rock the dope shit. Every time I rhyme, it's impossibly dope, kid. I grab the C and make it stand for claustrophobic. Yeah, y'all know H-Mac is just showing them. Hey, yo, the walls around these rappers are closing in. Yeah, when I rhyme, I display the artistry. Starts to feel claustrophobic, like it's hard to breathe. That's what happens when I'm in the rage. Then I find a way to mentally break out of that cage. Pass the negativity onto the positive vibes. When I be rhyming right up at the top of the mental, they gotta get live. Check it, I make you feel it, put it deep up in your heart. Every time that I be rhyming, I'm straight displaying my art. Yo, I serve them all a cart. All these other rappers done for. Was that the last word? Wait, I think there was one more. And every time I spit, y'all know I'm about to grab you. I'm here to crush other rappers cause I have to. H-Mac is flexing on these other rap crews. I'm rocking live out here in the Big Apple. Yeah, y'all know I never forgot. H-Mac came through just to blow up the spot. I'm putting smiles up on their faces and I'm filling them with joy. If y'all are rocking with me, go ahead, make some noise. Let's go.
There we go. Sorted, mate.
The way he worked the apple in there was pretty good.
Oh, I like how he does all these things. He's good. He's good. Right, guys, I will see you a bit later on. There's Fletcher's link for his debate in 2 hours and 20 minutes. I will be on after that. So bless you guys. See you in a little bit. Hear the sunset spray.
Indeed.
Indeed. Ta-da.